haunting ghosts caught on camera. The unexplainable exploration. Now, as with most Japanese videos, the source of this next recording is unknown. But in the footage, we see a guy exploring an abandoned building somewhere in Japan. He quickly realizes that he's made a huge mistake. He encounters something truly terrifying. The explorer is frozen in fear as he sees a woman strangely swaying back and forth in a room. He repeatedly and carefully peeks around the door at the woman, when suddenly she appears much closer and seems to just charge at him. Understandably, he runs for his life. Now at first, whoever this woman is appears to be a very strange and very real person. But when we take a closer look at the footage, we can see that the woman actually emerges right out of a solid wall. But is it real? Or is it just a very creepy hoax? Again, you decide. The Ghosts of the River Inn. In its day, the River Inn in Reno, Nevada was a popular spot for the elite of Nevada to rest and bathe in its natural hot springs. For decades, the River Inn thrived as a popular resort, but underneath its happy facade, there were many dark tales of drownings, murder, and mysterious disappearances. It is said that the mafia had a financial stake in the River Inn, and that anyone who had a, quote, accident at the River Inn, well, they just seemed to disappear. The River Inn closed its doors under mysterious circumstances around 1983 and was left abandoned. Cut to 2022, and today the old River Inn has new owners, Dana and Lawrence. During their stay at the inn, both the owners and their workers have experienced terrifying supernatural activity. Paranormal investigators Ryan, River, Nick, and Wyatt from the YouTube channel Twin Paranormal are invited to investigate the allegedly haunted River Inn. At the inn, the team is told the story of a man named Ray who was a long-term resident and caretaker of the hotel, along with his wife, Janet. The couple lived happily at the inn for many years until Ray tragically passed away in his room from accidental morphine poisoning. Just before her own death, Ray's wife Janet swore that she saw her loving husband on the hotel property. The team heads inside to explore the ground floor of the hotel where Ray and Janet used to live.
Ray, if this is you, please give us a sign. What the f***?
Whoa. What was that?
I didn't catch
EMF?
What? The EMF just went crazy.
Yeah, I heard it.
Ray, are you in here? You good?
There's no one out there.
Oh! Whoa! The f*** was that?
Is there someone in there?
What the f*** was that?
You're kidding. You're kidding.
Hello? Hang on.
That just scared the crap out of me.
That was right behind me.
Out right here?
The guys decide to head upstairs to the second floor in hopes of making contact with the spirits of Ray and Janet. But what happens next is downright chilling.
Did you just hear that?
What?
Were you me?
What was that?
I so hope I caught it.
What?
I swear to God, I just heard a woman go, okay.
You're kidding.
I'm not even
I heard shuffling after it.
But now
Did you just hear that?
I hear whistling. Hey! You okay?
Was that?
You okay? I sure just had someone whisper right there next to me, dude.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Holy sh**. You okay?
I'm fine.
Where was it?
Right here.
I heard that. I'm telling you, someone
Whoa!
someone was talking, dude. I heard that.
Do you not want us in here?
We mean you no harm.
I totally heard that.
I'm shaking so bad right now.
Easy.
Holy shit.
I heard a thump. You're good.
Holy
You're good. Just breathe.
What kind of whisper did you hear in
I
your ear?
don't like. I
Any
don't
words?
know exactly what it said. Maybe this caught it, but I'm even scared to be right here, man.
No, I'm with you. I straight heard a lady go.
Okay, look. When I'm leaning up here, I had my ear right here,
Right.
facing this way,
Okay.
and I heard it like someone just say something to me.
Again!
Hey! Again!
Guys!
Again! Did you not just hear that?
Yes, I
Please
did.
tell me
I
you
heard that. I heard that one.
Who is that?
What are you trying to say?
The voice of a woman can be heard saying, okay. Then River hears someone whispering and gasping in his ear.
Again! Hey! Again! Guys!
But the guys have no idea what they are about to capture as they decide to use the spirit box to get more answers. A static camera recording downstairs films something shocking.
Can you tell us where we are?
Where are we?
Oh my god. That was right below. Oh my god. That was right below. Are you downstairs? I am!
Yeah.
I am!
100%.
Do you want us to go back down there?
A dark, translucent hand clutches at the doorframe of one of the downstairs hotel rooms. Meanwhile, Ryan hears a noise from below and asks if the entity that they are talking to is downstairs. The spirit box answers, I am. So did the guys capture the ghost of Ray on camera? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire investigation of the historic River Inn over on the YouTube channel, Twin Paranormal. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Unconfined. This next video was sent in by a Nukes Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous. He explains in his email that he works as a corrections officer at a federal prison in Kentucky that holds over 700 inmates that are kept in lockdown 24/7. But late one night at around 4 a.m., a hallway security camera starts to capture movement in one of the hallways. He takes out his phone and begins to record the CCTV feed.
Red. There's no f***ing doors open. You can't even see it. Now watch, look. And he wasn't even back there.
Where was he at?
He was at 531. Like, he was up, like, no doors are open. Like, you can't see land room. And then boom.
The officer and his co-workers have no idea who or what this could be, as no one could have been standing in that hallway. At the time, the other guard on duty was far away in an entirely different part of the prison. So, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. An unholy attachment. Now, these next videos were shared to the internet by Diego Spikers, who might seem familiar to you as I featured him once before. Diego claims that he recently moved into a new apartment in Colombia with his wife and has experienced terrifying activity ever since.
¿Es el cuarto?
Sí, hágale, hágale. ¡Uy, marica, venga! ¡Ñero, rápido! Uy, no. Marica, perro, lo grabé, ñero, lo grabé, venga.
Since that time, Diego made the shocking discovery that he had a sister named Maria who died at a very young age. He believes that this could be the spirit that is haunting him. Also recently, Diego's niece Amy has come to live with him and his wife. Unfortunately, the paranormal presence seems to have attached itself to little Amy.
Maria. Amy.
Amy is fast asleep in bed when a childlike figure can be seen standing on her bed. When Diego yanks at the sheet, it vanishes into thin air. Only a few days later, in the middle of the night, Diego hears strange childlike laughter coming from his living room. When he goes to investigate, he is shocked to his core.
Amy. Amy. Ay, Diosito. Amy. Amy.
Amy appears to be asleep, sitting with her back to the TV stand, but two pale, skinny arms seem to be reaching out from the TV cabinet and playing with her hair. The hands quickly disappear when Diego approaches his niece and attempts to wake her. Diego says that Amy has no recollection of what happened, but he is fearful that the activity in his home is becoming more intense every day. But what do you think? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Brother's Keeper. Paranormal investigators Victor, Paulo, and Samuel from the YouTube channel Investigação Sobrenatural are contacted by a distraught woman. She claims she's been violently haunted since her brother passed away from an accidental overdose in the bathroom of her family home in Brazil. She believes that her brother never left and that his tormented soul is angry and is attacking her and her family. The woman, whose identity is kept anonymous, says that she believes that the stress of the haunting led to her mother's recent passing. Soon after their arrival, the investigators begin to witness the violent poltergeist activity for themselves.
Olha, pelo que eu entendi, né? Seu irmão tá fazendo manifestação aqui, o clima tá muito pesado. Não precisa chorar, fica calmo, fica tranquilo, tá bom? Deixa eu ver. Respira fundo, né?
Tá bem não, viu?
Olha, vai ficar tudo bem. Você falou que o seu irmão morreu aqui nessa casa, né? Tiraram a vida dele dentro de um banheiro. Tem como me mostrar onde foi esse banheiro?
Sabe, no banheiro ali.
Esse aqui, né?
Aí, já começou! O seu povo, a minha mãe morreu! Como você vai me deixar em paz?
Se acalma, se acalma.
Meu Deus, cara. Calma, calma. Respira fundo. Respira fundo, respira fundo, calma. Ó, ele só quer assustar, entendeu? Só quer te deixar desequilibrado, entendeu? Quer fazer com que a gente fique assustado, entendeu? Nervoso. Respira fundo, fica calmo, entendeu? Pense em Deus, pense em coisas boas, tá bom? Tá bom? Respira fundo.
A gente tá aqui contigo.
Isso, calma. Viu? Ele só quer tentar assustar a gente. É só mais um desequilibrado, só isso, tá certo? Você tem condições de continuar? Porque é importante. Tem, não tem? Pronto. Me mostra como foi que o seu irmão faleceu. Calma, calma. Calma, calma. Pera. Calma, fica calma.
Respira, entendeu?
Mas quando
Olha pra mim, ó.
Foi isso, Victor.
O espelho quebrou sozinho. Meu Deus.
Registra isso, câmera. Tô arrepiado, cara.
Vai, filma aí.
Tu viu isso? Olha isso aí também, Paulo.
Esse que é o
Filma o espelho também, o espelho. O espelho, aí.
Então, esse Deus você tá fazendo oração.
É isso, gente. Meu Deus.
Ei, caminho.
Esse não, pega uma cadeira aí. Ela tá bem nessa cadeira.
Respira, respira, respira. Ó, vai ficar tudo bem, tá?
Mas fala aí, Victor, pega uma cadeira.
Pense em coisas boas, coisas positivas, né? Foca em Deus. Olha pra mim, olha pra mim. Olha pra mim, né? Pense em coisas boas, tá bom? Senta lá. Vai, senta aqui, ó. Outro cadeira. Vem. Senta.
Tô arrepiado, cara.
Ó. Olha pra mim.
Tô arrepiado.
Calma, respira.
Kitchen plates fall and cookware begins to shake. Then when the woman points out where the bathroom is, something appears to almost punch at her through the curtain. A mirror in the bathroom breaks into pieces, but when they check the room, there's no one there. The woman becomes so upset from the incident that the investigators decide to have her leave. Now, in an attempt to calm the angry spirit, the men gather around a table where the man's body was temporarily placed before his burial. They light candles on the table and begin to discuss the situation. But then, things just get weirder.
Só pra vocês não julgar, viu?
Teve desespero, né, na minha, quando ele ficou chorando.
Chorando, ela teve que sair, ela saiu às pressas daqui.
Bem melhor, pessoal, ela sai.
Tá aí, gente, ó. Aí é pra vocês verem, né, ó. Direto, acontece. Pega ajuda aqui, não. Pega, calma, respira. Respira. Segura aqui a fumadora, segura.
The door slams open and the team's cameraman drops to the floor from an extreme panic attack. The investigators look after him, and after a necessary break, they continue their investigation. In an attempt to calmly communicate with the aggressive spirit, investigator Paolo volunteers to lie down on the table in hopes of creating a connection with the spirit.
Aí, tu tem certeza que quer fazer isso?
Quero ver, né? Tô curioso porque eu quero que ele consiga entender qual é o nosso objetivo, né? Porque a gente está aqui, entendeu? Porque na mente dele, ele acha que a gente está provocando, né? Ele está expulsando a gente, entendeu? É até uma oportunidade, né? De ele baixar a vibração e tentar a comunicação, né? Pelo menos uma comunicação mais amigável, né?
As Paolo is explaining his intention, what looks like a ghostly apparition seems to appear behind team member Victor. Paolo lies down on the table, and what happens next is downright terrifying.
Se você quiser se materializar em cima do Paulo, pode se apresentar aqui, né? Concentre sua energia. Se quiser pegar no braço do Paulo, na perna dele, no pescoço do Paulo, né? Vai, Paulo. Fica à vontade. Se concentra. Tenta pegar no pescoço do Paulo. Meu Deus do céu. Olha, ó. Meu Deus.
Piado.
Você não vai assustar a gente, entendeu? Deus é poderoso, Deus é maior que você. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Deus é muito maior que você. Você não vai assustar a gente. Você não vai assustar a gente.
Tá querendo desafiar. Acho que ele pensa que a gente quer bater de frente com ele.
Tô me tremendo todinho, cara. Olha isso, ó. Filma isso, câmera. Tô me tremendo todinho. Olha isso, susto que eu levei.
Drawers from a cabinet violently slam open and closed on their own. Now the previously fearless ghost investigators seem to get just a little bit rattled by the extreme activity. They are completely unsure how to continue, and not long after this incident, they decide to leave the property. So what do you think is going on in this family home in Brazil? Could this really be the brother's spirit lashing out at his own family from the great beyond? Or could there be something a bit more sinister haunting this house? Let me know down in the comments. The Ohio Ghost Girl. Multiple residents of Mentor, Ohio have reported seeing what appears to be an all-white apparition of a young girl running at a very fast speed. The following video was recorded late at night just outside Bellflower Elementary School. Now, what makes this story especially bizarre is that so many residents reported seeing this running girl that multiple police units were sent out to search the area. even though there were no reports of any missing children in the area at the time. One police officer says that he actually saw the running girl. In his police report, he says, quote, "I was surprised by what I saw. The person appeared to be a small child, but running rather erect and too quickly for a child," unquote. The officer then says that he pursued the running girl, but she seemed to disappear into thin air. Police checked the entire area, but no girl was ever found. So is this supernatural or just an insanely fast 7-year-old? Let me know what you think. A night of terror. Juan and his pregnant wife Nicole said that they recently experienced the most terrifying night of their lives. A night that they say changed them forever. The couple, who live in Ecuador, are getting ready for bed when things take a terrifying turn.
Es que todo fue tan rápido, hermano, todo fue tan rápido. Mira, todo estaba tranquilo, ni medio apagan las luces y como que Juanca como que siente algo, no sé, por la espalda. Mira, no, esa me creo que... Uy, ¿viste? ¿Lo viste? Ah, ¿viste? Mírame la piel. Mira, me peluqué.
Entonces sí, pues mira ahí. No, se fue otro leve.
Mira, la china se comienza a desesperar ahí.
¿Quién no se va a asustar con eso?
Bro, es que eso no es de no creer, hermano, te lo juro, eso no es de no creer. Mira ahí, mira, o sea, lo que viene es corto, bro, mira. Mira cómo le empujan. Mira cómo le empujan a Juanca. Y ahí van con la china, mira, ahí ya van con la china, mira. Mira, eso es lo que la puso mal ahí. Eso es lo que ella la puso mal, hermano.
¿Y esas cosas que se ven por ahí?
No sé, mira.
Mira, y mira cómo comienzan a salir más cosas.
Más cositas de esas.
Mira, ya.
Todo ahí de una sola. Todo de una sola.
Fuerte, eso fue como todo el cuarto.
No, es que no, de ahí no termina todo, loco. Es que es en toda la casa. O sea, él tiene que salir rápido de esa casa. Yo ya le dije. Es en toda la casa.
Y está todo bien. Ahí sale el pájaro. Ya mira que le toca la barriga.
Mira, ahí es que ya no puede si la bajo en peso, pues la bajo en peso. Mira, oye, mira, son los cuadros. Mira.
Prendió el foco, se cayó eso.
Mira, me la piel loco, como es el loco. Mira, ahí ya cae, ahí, mira, ahí ya no puede más la china, mira. Mira.
Desde el televisor.
El televisor, hermano. No encontraba las llaves, Juanca, mira, ahí recién encuentro las llaves. O sea, es en toda la casa, hermano. Es toda la casa.
Y Juanca la sacó.
Es toda la casa. Es toda la casa, toda la casa. O sea, yo ni siquiera pretendo que Juanca se lleve esas cosas, loco, a la casa, no.
No, Juanca no quiere regresar, Mira. Uy, eso yo no había visto.
Sigue todo.
Eso no había visto.
Yo tampoco, sigue todo. Sigue todo, hermano, sigue todo.
¿Y ya salieron de la casa?
Sigue todo.
Out of nowhere, the couple's blanket is yanked away by something they can't see. The couple is terrified and jump out of bed, and things only get worse. Juan and Nicole both appear to be physically shoved and thrown around by something that they can't see. Then as they make a run for the door, objects, furniture, and appliances move and fall without explanation. At the end of the video, Nicole seems to be in such distress that her husband has to carry her out the door. Now, as with any alleged paranormal video, this recording could very well be a hoax. But if the objects in the video were being moved with wires, it seems that it would be almost impossible as so many things in the room are moving. Also, Juan walks through the bedroom many times, and he doesn't seem to be carefully avoiding any wires or strings. So is it real? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax? You decide. Letchworth. In this next video, recorded by Sierra Rose, she and her two friends are exploring the abandoned and infamously haunted Letchworth Village Asylum located in Rockland County, New York. Long ago, the old asylum was a house of horrors for its residents. Patients were severely mistreated and neglected by the hospital staff. Asylum residents who passed away were simply buried in a nearby field. As the three explorers wander the decaying hallways of the asylum, Sierra captures something truly bizarre.
Oh, I'm freaking out. You guys,
A shadow appears to move from left to right in a doorway. Sierra doesn't notice the odd shadow figure but seems to get a strange feeling as she comments that she is, quote, freaking out. Now, whether this is a paranormal event or just a very strange trick of the light, I leave that up to you to decide. The thing in the water. A man who was doing some lake fishing off the coast of Brazil claims that some strange sea creature with glowing eyes tried to attack his boat. He fled, revving his boat to full speed, but the creature pursued him. Now, some online video viewers were shocked by what they saw. They believed the beast was obviously a ferocious sea creature, but other viewers thought that the animal could simply be a large dolphin or maybe a seal. So just what do you think this large thing is? Let me know. The disappearance. Italian paranormal investigation team Inquieto TV traveled to what was once the dormitory of an old abandoned brick factory. The story goes that the workers at the brick factory were exploited by the wealthy owner for years and worked in extremely dangerous conditions, until one day they decided to form a workers' union and rebel against the rich factory owner. Mysteriously, or perhaps not so mysteriously, all of the workers who joined the union suddenly disappeared, never to be seen again. Many believe that the workers' union members met a terrible fate, but no evidence was ever found. Former factory workers and local townspeople believe that the brick factory dormitory is haunted by the workers' tormented souls. Inquieto TV explores the old building, but other than some creepy, unexplained sounds, they don't experience much of anything. At least, that's what they thought. When they review their footage later, they find that one of their cameras accidentally captured something truly chilling.
Ragazzi, che cazzo è quella roba? Non lo so, io vedo tipo... Che cazzo è quella? Oh mio Dio, che cazzo è? Aspetta, non lo so ragazzi. Cioè sembra il biglietto del giornale al contrario. Oh! Che cazzo? Che è successo?
Ancora?
Le catene.
La stanza...
Le catene di
Ma
nuovo.
la stanza con la freccia?
Raga, praticamente sì, cioè praticamente non ci resta più nulla da vedere, è finito. Comunque ci sta una puzza di incenso assurda.
Mamma mia,
Mamma raga, veramente.
Ma sembra pure...
È forte.
While exploring, the group discovers a strange chalice just sitting in the middle of the floor in one of the decaying rooms. They film the bizarre out-of-place artifact and then decide to move on. But as they leave the room, the cameraman lowers his camera before turning it off. His camera, now upside down, accidentally catches the chalice mysteriously catching fire. The team's backs are turned as they leave the room and they don't even notice the flames. Soon after, the group decides to call it a night and just head home. But that's not all that the Inquieto TV team captured at the abandoned brick factory. Their YouTube viewers pointed out something else that they missed during their investigation. Something downright creepy.
Un altro matto. Avete sentito ma di nuovo? Questo è vetro. Questo è vetro. Ma era da sopra o sotto qua? Io non ho capito qui se... Ma non è che sembrava... Non è che cadere a pezzi sta... C'era tutto in testa. Sembrava tipo proprio in gredo alla fine del corridoio. Ma non è chiuso il corridoio, scusa. Il corridoio dovrebbe essere chiuso. Non abbiamo visto quella stanza. Alma, mi hai fatto prendere un colpo.
Oddio.
Giro di qua. Il capo 2 per adesso è tranquillo. Io vorrei entrare in quel buco, ragazzi.
A dark, mist-like figure appears at the end of the hallway, moving from left to right before disappearing into thin air. Moments later, the figure briefly materializes again in the same hall. The Inquieto TV team are shocked by what they captured and say that they didn't notice anything unusual at the time. So, is this mysterious apparition the ghost of one of the workers who disappeared long ago? I leave it up to you. And just for all of you who stuck around till the end of this video, here's a spooky extra clip. Now, this video didn't make it into the top 10 because, well, it's a little too good, if you know what I mean. But it's one of the creepiest Japanese ghost videos I've ever seen.
シャワーして自殺してるみちゃん。いや、知らん。
そういうこと？わざわざ用意して。
いやいやいや、違う。
ふざけてんの？
いや、俺前来た時なかったんだ本当に。
ふざけてんの？
いやいや、ちょっと本当。
意味がわかんないし、わざわざあんなもん用意して。
いやでも俺じゃない。意
味がわかんないし。
いや本当ごめんって。
何？
やばいやばい。ごめんって。やばいやばい。
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit the little bell icon so that you never miss a video. And if you want, follow me on Instagram here, Twitter right there, and TikTok. Hopefully, I'll see you next week.